Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, SEINT artist. We're gonna do our makeup and I wanna talk about Suede and Daylily. They're going away. They're 50% off. You can buy each for the price of one because they're 50% off and they're 16 bucks a color. Oh, I'm so sad these are leaving. So let's do a quick tutorial where we use them. So I'm gonna be using my SEINT palette, the triple decker. You can get the silver and I believe the onyx at a discount. Not sure what they are, but I just want to talk about basically Suede and Daylily. These are great for hyperpigmentation, and my hyperpigmentation flares in the summer. And the way that I'm going to use this is I'm going to use a shape brush. This is black. Get the silver. Actually, why don't we just use the silver? I've got it right here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use Daylily. I'm just going to put it on the big end here, and I'm going to sweep this under my eye. This is going to cancel my under eye discoloration. All right, gives me a nice little canvas to start with, and then I'm gonna go into Suede lip liner, and I'm gonna camouflage my hyperpigmentation. Okay, we're gonna skip Aspen. Yeah, Aspen is a color I usually use on my redness, but I'm just gonna bring Suede a little farther in. Suede is such a good color because it's great in the winter for hyperpigmentation, but it's also great for the transitional time, which is for me now, in spring. But when you start getting more color, but you're not quite ready to use your bronzer because it just pulls too warm and you go full Oompa Loompa, Suede is a great bronzer. So I'm just bringing this down and around, and now it's all hidden. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and I'm using two highlight colors. I'm using my Summer Shade Hazel and June together because I'm not quite hazel, but I'm not June anymore. So I dip into both, and I'm just gonna even out my skin tone right down here. I love this shape brush. It's always discounted because it's going away also. It's gonna be gold and it's gonna change shape. And so grab that while you can too. And we're just gonna build, I'm going over my scarring, and then I'm gonna bring this over broken capillaries, around the mouth, just giving my skin balance. I love cream makeup. So the thing with SEINT, if you're thinking of using it, now's the time to get color matched because you can get the colors and then you can get a lot of things for 50% off, 40 or 25. And so with this, it's 80% pigmentation. So everything, your blush, your contour, your bronzer, your Suede lip liner is 80% pigmentation, which means it's all foundational coverage. All right, I'm gonna go into this light color. This is Versailles on the small end. And we're just gonna add a little brightening right here. This is like your concealer, so it's a shade or two lighter, and that's it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Putting all the one color all over your face, those days are gone. We don't need to do that. Okay, sweeping this on, I'm gonna go back into my Suede lip liner, and now I'm going to contour, and it's gonna be warm. This is a bit warmer than the other contours. So I'm just bringing this up and across and to the outer part of my brows here so that it looks contoured and bronzed. And then I'm gonna blend it in onto that cheek again, right over where I've already got it. So I don't need to reapply more. All right, grabbing some more, and right over here, starting on the outer part of the forehead, pushing to the mid, down the temple, and then I just pull it down towards my brow a bit. I'm gonna use a small end, and I'm just gonna pull this color up and into that Suede. And I'm gonna get coverage, balance, dimension, everything. Everything with two colors, Suede and my brightening Versailles. And then bringing it down and just blending that temple into where I had put that Suede. It just works so well together. Okay, I'm gonna use my finger, just the ring finger, it's your wimpiest finger, and we're gonna go down the top sides of the nose. This is just gonna give it a little slimness. This is probably my favorite part to contour, is because I like my nose much better. And I bridge it together because I have a little bump. We're gonna take that brightening shade. I'm just gonna sweep this down. So nice. Nice, straight, cute little nose. All right, grabbing a little more of that Suede, I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna add a little soul patch, and it's gonna give me some shadowing. I'm gonna go above my lip. This also gives a little bit of shadowing, and it's gonna make my lips look fuller without injecting anything. Taking that brightening, we're gonna go here and here, here and here. This is gonna create contrast, and it's going to structure my lips. So I'm gonna go outside of that contour I added. My lips already look a little fuller, but natural. That's what I like to do, is I like to give fullness that looks natural. All right, next, sticking with this shape brush, we're gonna go into Daylily, and I'm gonna go over my scarring and up, and it's gonna be my blush. And this is just a nice, simple, neutral face. This is your everyday face. My eyeshadows are also part of the sale that are 50% off. I've got Havana on, which is a summer version of Leo. I've got Holly on, which is my lid, and then I put Foxy over top just to deepen it a bit. And then I just have some eyeliner and mascara, and that's it. But it's so nice. It goes with my top too. And I have my daughter's moving up ceremony. She's going from 2nd grade to 3rd grade and changing schools, and it's a hard day. Okay, so that's my face. I've got the dimension, I've got all that I want. I'm gonna set it, and then we're gonna put lips on, and it's just gonna pull everything together. And I'm gonna stay with colors that are going away. So this is Blue Marble. I get it off of Amazon. I like it better than SEINT. It's a film forming spray. And so, wow. Today in the headlines, okay. This does work as kind of a hairspray, so it makes your hair go a little wild, but it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna use the blotting dust while you're there. This is not part of the sale, but I do love the blotting dust, and I have oily skin. So I just go over my oily area, and then I'm set. The setting spray takes care of the rest of my face, but I use the blotting dust to take care of my oily zones. Okay, so to put on our lips, we're gonna use some colors, Daylily, and then I'm also going to grab Marrakesh to line. Let's grab, where's my endpoint brush? I love that brush. It's just the perfect shape. Here it is, pointy. I use this for my eyeliner, and this goes on my lips. Marrakesh is this beautiful, beautiful bright pink. We're gonna add that onto the lip liner. Adding a nice darker lip liner than your actual lip color is gonna also give that illusion of having fuller lips. Don't outer line, just hug the edge. Using your contour as your outer lip liner is gonna look better. I'm gonna say better than outer lining your lips, because everybody can see you've outer lined your lips, and you really just want it to look natural, and it gives an overdone look on a natural look. All right, next I'm gonna go into Daylily with my finger, and I'm just gonna fill it in. And Marrakesh and Daylily 50% off as well. But using Suede as your bronzer contour is really good for your hyperpigmentation. Both of them combat it, and Daylily works really well on top of red scarring for a blush as a base. So if you wanted to punch up your blush and not have it be as natural as this, you can do that over top of Daylily, and it won't pull that redness through those little pock marks. All right, next I'm gonna go into Diamonds Are Forever. This one is 25% off, not going away, but it is 25% off. And it's one of my favorite things. I have one in my purse, I have one in my makeup room, and I'm just putting that over top because all of our matte finish lip and cheeks can look really dry on the lips, and this just gives it a little bit of jazz. All right, I'm ready. I'm subtle. I'm gonna go to my daughter's moving up ceremony. I'm also gonna go do some makeup today, so let's go do that. Go get Suede, go get Daylily, get Diamonds Are Forever. Everyone should have Diamonds Are Forever because it's beautiful on its own, but it's great on top of anything. You want Diamonds Are Forever. They're all good, okay? Definitely get Suede, we're gonna miss it. Get Daylily, especially if you have acne scarring, hyperpigmentation on your cheeks. Works really well for layering as a base if you like having a more punchy blush, but you're sick of your stuff showing through. You wanna get Daylily. It's a great base, but that's my makeup. I really just wanted to get on and show Daylily and show Suede, but also snag Marrakesh, snag Diamonds Are Forever. And then if you like this eye look, everyone should have Foxy. I know we have Hot Chocolate, that's more chunky. There's not another Foxy. I'm sad they're getting rid of it. I mean, we're keeping Rome and Drift and Sabrina, 3 of the same colors, but we're gonna knock out Foxy. Foxy is my favorite brown shimmer. Get Foxy. It's so pretty. You could add a little bit of balm, add a little bit more, and it punches it up a little. Go get Foxy. Okay, that's it. I did my makeup in under 10 minutes. That's pretty darn good. And I talk a lot. I talked through this whole thing, and I've just been talking for at least the last minute or 5. I don't know. But have a great day.